Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Prolific Podcast. It's been quite a minute since I made a video or even streamed at all, to be honest with you. Been quite a minute. I really missed you guys. I really missed everybody. I really missed the people I chat with and the people that I would see over time. It's been about, I don't know, 3 weeks from the last video. I can't really remember like exactly the day. I don't remember, but I'm sure it was like 3 weeks ago that we made a last video on YouTube, and that was on the Will Smith. So if you haven't checked that out, I mean, it's gone. It's still there. We still haven't seen the response of Chris Rock or anything like that. Anything like that. Maybe no response is a response, but yeah, it's been really a minute. A lot of things have happened. A lot of things haven't happened. Slow and steady as usual for me. We've been going, and enjoying our lives and having the moment. I always step away like this. Really bad habit, to be honest with you, especially like things like this and social media and having that presence on YouTube and making videos and stuff like that. Like, I know that it's gonna sometimes really probably doesn't benefit me to be leaving like this, but guess what? I can do whatever I want when I want. So that's the cool thing about all of this. I'm not committed to it just yet, but eventually, hopefully, we can be. I kind of wanted to get back on here and really talk to you guys and talk to everybody about like what's been happening, what I've been into, and what's been going on in like the whole sphere of everything. News everywhere from Johnny Depp to freaking you name it, man. You name it, everything. I guess the big thing is Johnny Depp right now, right? Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard. I think we'll get into that. I'll get into some of the movies I've watched, over the last couple weeks. We can definitely do that, and yeah, just have a little quick catch up with everybody, catch up with myself. Maybe try to get a little more of like a push for myself to get out there and do another pod and do more videos and more content creating once again. My biggest flaw, I guess, is if I get the chance to step away from it, I will. I will take advantage of that. Unfortunately, you know, that's a little bit of annoying habit that I would want to definitely try to work on later. I really take advantage of it, bro. You know, I really take advantage of it. And, you know, sometimes I feel like I need to. Sometimes I feel like I need to. When I start making content, I just go ham, dude. There's like weeks where I'm putting a video out every single day. And that gets kind of exhausting thinking about um thinking about exactly what I want to do each day. Sometimes there's no content out, sometimes there isn't nothing really happening in the whole world we're having here, and not to get, I mean, there is things happening, but I just don't want to get into those specific political things, and especially the whole Ukraine thing going on, all that. Like, I really want to reach out and overextend my knowledge and talk about something that I really don't understand and something that's really affecting a lot of people. I really want to be faithful to, what I'm putting out there, and, at least having some understanding of that. I think having, a little bit of knowledge about something, especially talking, of course, you can talk out of feelings and things like that, but I prefer not to, especially things like that that are very sensitive and you know, in that nature. So yeah, I could go for that. I could do those type of things, but nah, I really don't want to. I don't think it's a good idea for me, at least at the moment. If I do feel strongly about something, I will definitely, do my research and do, a proper video for that. But yeah, it's been really crazy these last couple weeks, I think. I finally finished Elden Ring. Elden Ring is something I definitely wanted to talk about. I think the last podcast with Damo, we were talking a little bit about it. I was still in the process. I was about 70 hours in at that time. So, finishing the game, I almost hit 100 hours. 90, I think it's 95, 90 something hours. I would have to go back and check that out. But yeah, really good game. Really good game. Um I found myself to get really invested into that game, especially. I thought, I'm not really an open world guy, to be honest with you. I get really bored. And it has to do with, I don't really like exploring that much. I'm not an explorer. I like having direction. I like knowing exactly where to go. Some exploration is great. It's enjoyable if it's like enough to digest. But I don't really like exploring where it's, they just throw you on a land and go figure it out, man. Not really. I'm kind of opposed to those type of games. I've never was really one to enjoy Skyrim. I tried playing The Witcher 3, and I just never found myself really getting invested in it that much. I'd find myself kind of like dozing off and saying, you know what? This is probably not for me. But with Elden Ring, that was definitely not the case. From the moment that I picked up the control to the moment, I put it down each day or each time I had a PlayStation, I just wanted to, get back right into it because I could not get enough of the addictive nature of dying. I love the fact that, I had to figure out each boss and, get better and learn the timing of each enemy. I mean, each enemy was that, to be honest with you. It was like, I'm either going to get fucked in these early stages if I'm too, lenient and, oh, I'm like overstepping my my abilities here, but for sure it was fun. So even dying was fun. That was the craziest thing about that game, I think, is that I found myself enjoying the game even though I kept getting killed and killed and killed and killed. I just wanted to get back at it and do it again. I think a lot of the bosses had that. Sometimes of course they got a little bit frustrating and a little bit kind of repetitive, but that was where I was just like, okay, I've been playing this game for a couple hours now. Maybe it's getting to a point, and then that's when I would probably walk away from the game and come back to it the next day. But I was really eager, to get back into those, get back into the world of Elden Ring. What do they call it? Middle. What do they call it? I forgot what the name of it was. Oh, the lands in between, right? The lands in between. Yeah, it was a really cool game. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time. You must pick it up, you know, if you have the chance, and I think it's definitely worth the time. Uh, If you have a tough time with, dying all the time, and like you're just somebody who wants to just casually play the game, there's ways of getting there, especially now. I think now a little earlier on it would be more difficult if you're a cash player to be really jumping into that behemoth of a game. But now I think with all the tutorials and the videos and there's ways of figuring it out. And for sure, like, it's still enjoyable. The lore is massive. It's very, packed in there. Every character and every enemy in there has something about them, and they have a little bit of details in the game about those things, like especially when you get either their armors or you get their remembrances, which is the thing that the I'm not sure if all the bosses drop. I don't think all the bosses drop a remembrance, but some of the bosses drop what's called a remembrance, and it's this thing that they leave behind and has like a little detail of who they are and what they were. Very detailed game. I wouldn't expect anything less from George R. R. Martin, who contributed to these things. From my understanding, he put a lot of work into world building and creating some of these little details and things like that into the game. So it's pretty awesome. Speaking of George R. R. Martin, I do want to get into. I had a little bit of an itch, and I'm not talking about those type of itches, but an itch of getting back into the Game of Thrones world. So I recently picked up the first book. I think it's called The Game of Thrones. What's it actually called? I'm not sure. I'll have to remember it. I know it's a Game of Thrones, but it's a different. It's a. I think they have it in a different name. Whatever, dude. It's besides the point. I picked up that, and I've been really enjoying myself. But before we get into that, I do want to continue the Elden Ring talk. Kind of all over the place. I know. It's just been a minute, and I want to get back into it. So if you're patient with me, we can both get through this, and we can both enjoy our time, and we can get through my fucking, you know, un fucking, you know, unorganized thoughts and things in my mind, and we'll get it out of them. We'll organize them. We'll get through it. So back to Elden Ring. If you haven't got it, go get it. It's a must-have game. It's a must-play game. Come on, go get it. Try it out at least. At least let yourself dislike it. I think it's definitely worth a try. Is it game of the year? I don't know yet. Is the game humongous? Yes. Is 100 hours a lot of time to be playing in one game? Yes. Do I spend a lot of time playing those games? No. Do I spend 100 hours in a restroom? No. But I would say, hey, if you want to find yourself with a challenge, go get yourself this stupid game. It's really good. It's really dumb, stupid good. Really fun. Um, takes a little bit of time to. I wouldn't even say that. Once you understand, I would say watch a video beforehand. Learn the basics. Don't spoil yourself, of course. But like, if you want to spoil yourself, do so, dude. Because when the whole first exp what's it called, farming thing came out. Your boy had to go do that. Your boy had to go fucking farm some XP from the stupid blood place or whatever it's called. I don't remember. Because guess what? I don't give a shit, and I don't want to remember all those names. But yeah, I did that. Got a bunch of XP. Did I become OP? Yes, I did. Did it become kind of boring after that? Kind of. But was it my own fault? Of course, it was my own fault. But whatever, man. I had a great time at the end of it, and I had a lot of fun. Definitely had a lot of fun. I probably will not play that game again, just for the simple fact that I don't want to. I already spent 100 hours on that. Time to move on. I have a lot of interest, and I gotta keep going there. So, you know, the ending. Not to get too spoiled. Let's not get into that. Whatever, man. A lot of the bosses were cool. Did it get a little bit kind of okay? I'll tell you this: the bosses were cool, but once you kind of learn a little bit of the mechanics of how they work, and they all kind of came to be a little bit simple, right? Not to say that all the bosses were like this. Some were unique. What was her name? The Scarlet. I forgot her name. Let me look it up, dude, because I want to know her name, and the fact that I don't know her name is pissing me off. So we're gonna look her up. Oh, I think Melena, right? Or Melina. Dude, she was tough. She was a tough cookie, man, for sure. Uh, I think that was her name. Yeah, Melania, the Scarlet Rot. Dude, she was tough, man. Tough, tough, tough. She took a long time to figure out, and that was fun though. I think it was like those side bosses because I don't think that she was a main boss, but she was like for those side quests was pretty awesome. A lot of the side quests are really like long. One of the biggest side quests is the one with Ronnie, like or the I forgot her name, Rainy or Ronnie. Who gives a shit, man? Who gives a shit? She had the very long quest that you had to kind of play the game and like, but it was awesome, dude. Like I said, this game is very heavily detailed, very intricate in itself. Sometimes the lore was kind of hard to follow, so I kind of had to watch some videos after the fact and really get to know. I was a little bit interested in knowing a little more of how the characters were and who they were and why they were. From my understanding, not everybody. It's all kind of just theories at the moment. There's nothing kind of confirmed. Um, but yeah, it was pretty awesome. Elden Ring, man. What more can I say about Elden Ring? You know, some enemies were a little more difficult than the bosses, and it was just a little weird sometimes. But yeah, overall, it was kind of all right. It could have been my build. I forgot what build I went with. I think I went with the warrior. Yeah, I went with the warrior build. So, well, I started off with the warrior class, not the warrior build. Listen to me because I'm dumb, dude. Don't listen to me. But the warrior class, and then I kind of just went up to there. I was kind of just putting a lot of uh, XP or things into the strength. You know, I saw a lot of people playing. I saw a lot of playthroughs, and a lot of people had like their vitality all the way up. That was pretty crazy. I did not do that. I picked something else. I think it was strength that I put most of it into, and it kind of worked out. And it's pretty cool. I kind of tried to go for like a whole balanced character where I was able to use everything I wanted, which I was able to. You know, before they put all those patches and kind of like got rid of some of the OP shit. Now, mind you, there's still a lot of OP shit going on, so whatever, man. Anybody's gonna figure out how to exploit the game if they want to, just like with everything else. And while I'm saying that, I'm gonna take a sip of this fat fucking coffee. Ugh. Did I drink that annoyingly? Yes. Am I gonna go for another sip? Yes. Am I gonna drink it annoyingly again? Yes. So bear with me, and we're gonna go for a second sip. Yeah, man. It's been a minute. Moving on from Elden Ring, awesome game. Check it out. You know, there's a lot more people who have more detailed videos about the lore and shit, and go watch their videos. And I'm kind of just giving my thoughts about it and my opinions, not rating it or anything, because guess what, I don't want to. So moving on from Elden Ring, I have been trying to do a lot of different things. I've been trying to get into a lot of different things, and one of those things is coffee brewing. That's right, your boy got into coffee. Your boy is trying to get into coffee, and I got myself a Chemex pour or something like that. And it's pretty awesome, and it tastes fucking coffee. The coffee tastes amazing, and I'm saying that while the coffee is coming right back up to my throat, because you know why? It gives me acid reflux sometimes. But whatever, man. So the coffee is pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. I love making it. I got myself the whole equipment and shit. It looks like a bunch of potions. And I'm brewing like a potion or something, but it's not really a potion. It's actually just coffee. And I didn't know that there was such a world of like coffee making. But anything that you can get into, I'm sure there's other people who enjoy the same thing that you enjoy. Because when I got into it, wow, there were so many videos that I didn't even know there were. I was tired of using the Keurig. I didn't feel like I was getting the right taste and flavors from it. So I was like, okay, well, what can we do this in a better way? It's kind of efficient and isn't going to take a lot of time. So I was like, okay, well, let me try these type of other things. Went through the French press. Didn't want to do that, but I do have a French press for my nice and very generous girlfriend who bought me one. Awesome. Thank you. Did I use it? Yeah, a couple times. Am I gonna continue to use it? Probably, but which am I gonna use more? Probably the Chemex pour over coffee, dude. You know why? Because it tastes really good. So I'm gonna continue drinking that. And yeah, it was awesome. It took a couple times to get a hand of what I was doing. I had to go buy goose kettle or gooseneck kennel or what the fuck they call it. I don't know. Whatever. Don't don't judge me on that. Coffee lovers out there. And yeah, pretty awesome. Really enjoyable coffee. I think that it's very tasty and full of flavor. I can really taste the flavor of each thing. So I, of course, went to go buy a Starbucks, the house blend, and just to get it started, I know it's not the, Colombian straight out the freaking mud, coffee beans with the grind. Nah, man, I'll get there. Patience is key. Plus, I don't even have a grinder, so take that into account. But they also sell Colombian tea already grounded, but having Colombian coffee already grounded. Did I try the Colombian coffee? Yes. Is it a little bit kind of light for me? Yes. Could it be the fact that I'm not experienced in making coffee? Most likely that probably is that. Am I going to continue to drink that coffee? Probably later. But right now I'm really liking like these very more thicker, bolder flavored coffees. I haven't tried a dark roast. That looks sounds a little bit you know I don't know. I just don't want to try dark roast. Not yet. I haven't had one. So we're gonna get to it to that point. But it's been fun. Watched a lot of videos about it. And been getting my caffeine, dude. Yes. Been drinking a lot of caffeine. Yes. Been having a lot of fun. Yes. Have I taken a lot of time from this podcast and making content in general? Yes. Am I gaining a lot of weight? Yes, but who cares, man? Hell yeah, dude. It is what it is. But yeah, man, life's been pretty good so far. Nothing pretty bad. And just kind of chucking along, keeping moving, learning new things, acquiring new. I'm just trying to get into stuff, man. I'm really just trying to get into like different things. I'm tired of the same old, and it's kind of been a process, to be honest with you. Like it's been a really like process doing that. It's not like I've been trying a lot of new things, like maybe a week here, a week there. I kind of dropped off on some things, but overall, I've been finding kind of more and more and more of the things that I like. Sometimes I find myself wanting to do everything and, over exhausting myself. But, I'm kind of trying to find a balance. And I'm not trying to have a lot of hobbies. I don't want to be one of those guys, Mr. Hobbies, doing everything, but sitting down. So I just want to try that, try this, trying coffee, things like that, and I've been having a lot of fun. I suggest you guys, if are just somebody who's used to an old routine or just routinely doing what don't even notice you kind of autonomously are doing things, I will suggest you guys to really, go out there and try something. Try something new, man. Just do it. Like, you don't like it, don't ever do it again. But at least try something new, man. It's so boring just doing, at least for me. Like I don't like just doing the same thing for the next 5 years, 10 years, it's 13, whatever it might be, dude. I like getting into things. I like being invested into things and really seeing what else is out there. I like trying new things. I think that's really awesome. But it's also good to have, like, with that being said, it's also good to have those go to things, having those go to activities, go to food, knowing what you like. Along the way, you'll figure it out. And, experiencing that, I think, has been a lot of a big help for me. And, I've been really enjoying doing that. So it's been awesome. Been really awesome. But what I've been lacking on and something I want to touch on is the fact that I haven't made content in a while. It's been about like 3 weeks from the last time I put a video out. Wow, dude. Wow. And guess what? I don't read any of the comments because I don't want to see them, dude. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see your comments, whether it's good or bad. I don't want to see them. Yeah, I do not want to see your comments. I do not want to see them, although I welcome them. Pretty awesome. I'm grateful, but I do not want to see the comments. Uh, round of applause for no looking at comments. Woo! Cause I'm too. Sometimes I stumble into some things, and you guys are sometimes really shitty to people. Really shitty to me. But whatever, man. It is what it is. It comes with the, did my phone just make a noise? Yes, it did. Did it annoy me? Yes. So let's turn this off and we put it on silent mode. Am I gonna go for? Might as well that I'm over here. I'm gonna go for another sip of the coffee that I brewed in the Chemex. Uh, whatever. Awesome. Yeah, man. I don't know. I just kind of like. I don't know. I just kind of just like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I just kind of just didn't. Did I just say I just kind of a lot of times? Yes. Am I getting to the point? Probably not. But what I'm trying to say is that um I don't know. I just haven't done a video. I haven't found anything interesting to do so. There's been some things, and some like topics that I want to cover, but there's some kind of been like boring, and I just haven't done it. I've been doing other things that I've been putting my time into. I think it was also probably, now that I'm talking through it, probably the fact that I wanted to try other things, caught up in that, and yeah, but that's what you do, man. That's what you do. You try things. You do what you want. You try what you want. And as long as you're not hurting about anybody or hurting yourself, just do it. Fuck it, dude. Just do it. And yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, we're doing it now. It's been 3 weeks, but we're doing it now. We're making the next episode of a course. Of course. The Prolific Podcast. Which, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. And leave the comment. Even though I'm not gonna read the comment, because I don't want to read the comments. Leave a comment for your boy. Do so, please. It's gonna be really gratefully appreciated. So with these new hobbies I've been picking up, I wanted to go back. And after the show of Game of Thrones, which I was a fan of, so let me preface this by saying that I did not watch Game of Thrones from the first episode, meaning back in 2010, whatever the first episode came out. So I wasn't an invested watcher. I became a watcher by the time that season, man, I think it was season 8 that was coming out. So it was already the fucking latter end portion of the fucking Game of Thrones, right? Wow. I got so invested. Me and my girl watched that all the fucking time, as much as we could. We got through all the seasons, and we were really prepared for season 8 to come out. So we just enjoyed it. That was definitely one of those shows that need to be watched. I freaking loved it. I enjoyed um a lot of it. Even season 8, man. Season 8 has that I think season 8 has the long night, right? Season 8 has long night, I think so. Like, a lot of people disliked it, but I enjoyed it. So, it is what it is. I liked it. I'm about to read the books. So for you people saying, well, the books describe that, I'm about to read it. I'm about getting into that now. I went to go and go get, meaning search up, the Game of Thrones book 1 of A Song of Ice and Fire. Damn, dude, what a badass name. Do I know what the name is for? No. Do I know it's something that have to do with the collection of the books and the literature? I mean, did I just say the same thing? Yes, but are we going along with it? Yes. Oh my god, that's amazing. So, yeah, the book, I got book 1. It's pretty awesome. Reading right through it. It definitely has a lot of different features, like what's his name? Damn, it's escaping me already. Tyrion Lannister, Green Eye, Black Eye. Whoa, I didn't know that. You know, the books describe these characters in such a different way. Not all of them per se. At least I haven't gotten there yet. Still in book 1. And yeah, who's different? I think Tyrion is different. Uh, Daenerys is a little bit different as far as how she gets to each of her arcs. I would say, like how she gets to each of the places. It's kind of way different. Um, there's a lot more detail as far as the scenes, like the scenes of like what do you call it? The Game of Thrones series, the show on HBO, which you haven't checked out, you need to go check out. Um, are more a little more heavily detailed. A lot's go like a lot of other things happen there, so it's good read. I've been kind of sticking by it, and I've been enjoying a lot of it. I haven't read a book in such a long time. I know I don't read. I need to get back into reading. I started with the audiobook, but then I was like, dude, I don't want to. I'm like not even paying attention to the audiobook. I have it on 2x and like whatever, dude. Let me just read this book, and I almost hit myself with this mic. So I was like, fuck it, dude, let's just read the book. And we did read the book. And the book is pretty awesome, man. I'm glad that I'm reading the fucking awesome book. I can't wait to get the physical copy. So, because right now I have it only on my phone, and I actually want to collect the books itself. Awesome book. Getting back into reading, that's a new thing as well. Speaking of new things, like earlier, I'm getting back into it. Awesome, man. I would suggest you guys to do that. Read a book. Pick up a book. Fantasy, drama, mystery. Pick up any book, man. Get your brain working like that. It's awesome. Here am I like being a preacher now of things that I didn't do like a couple weeks ago. But fuck it, dude. If I'm enjoying myself, I would like for you guys to enjoy yourself. And when I would like you guys to, feel what I feel, because I feel joy and I feel happy. You know, I feel happy. I feel good at the moment, right? At the moment, I feel good. As to why I'm making this podcast in the first place, I do want to stream. I don't know what I want to stream about really, but I think I want to stream. Yeah. So the book, awesome book. Um, yeah, Tyrion's looks different. As far as the Daenerys looks different. Um, how spoiler alert. What's his name? Bran. Meets his on meets his kind of his faith there. No spoilers to if you haven't watched any of the content itself. It's different there. Yeah, the book is amazing. It's definitely worth reading. Um, what I say, it's better than the show. I mean, for me, the show it kind of gives me, even though it lacks kind of a lot of somewhat, not a lot, but like some of like I guess the show is just showing you like key moments of the book. Um, from what I was watching, apparently they wanted to do a lot of like more of the way the actual thing happened in the book. Um, but it was because of budgets and it being like the first season. HBO didn't really give them that much, and there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes. And yeah, like one one funny thing that George and D um were talking about. I'm not sure who said this, but they were like, "Dude, we were running out of the budget so much that you know one of the heads, they got a bunch of heads from like a different studio. They bought like used heads, like severed heads from different studio. They literally was like running out of money to make each episode. Like damn, like it was actually that crazy to know that like a massive hit series like that, began like that with, kind of minimal money being used into it. That's surprising, but you know what? I'm sure like investors and HBO, didn't know where this was gonna go. So, here's your budget, figure it out, do what you gotta do, and they gave us a great show, man. They gave us a good series, dude. And I don't care for you guys who say, dude, but season 8 was like trash and like, dude, why would that even happen? Man, it's a great show. Shut the fuck up. You know, it's a great show, an amazing watch. I recommend it to everybody and anybody. Amazing, amazing, amazing thing. Even better now that I'm reading the book. It kind of like it puts even more detail, so it's exciting to do that. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with the book. I'm gonna get through it. I think that it kind of inspired me to go back, and another book that I have ready is Harry Potter. I think I want to get through that series and see kind of like how much detail they have in those books. But we know one step at a time, one series at a time, and we'll get there. So yeah, reading has been fun. Picking the book up back up has been fun. So doing that, has been a good thing to do. I think I'm moving in the right direction, you know. And I'm glad to be here with you all guys once again. And yeah, I mean, this is what it is. Speaking of things that I've watched, The Batman. Whoa, right? Whoa. But it's the guy from Twilight, and no one's ever gonna be better than Christian Bale's Batman, and no one's ever gonna be better than the Dark Knight. Oh my god, like, dude, bruh, you cannot tell me that movie was not fucking awesome. I think we touched on this on the last pod with Damo, but we touched about it a little bit. I think I want to go a little deeper since I watched it for the second time. Cause guess what? They released it on HBO Max. So I had to rewatch that 3 hour movie. It's very long. Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Did I enjoy it did I enjoy a lot of it? Yes. And yeah, man, Robert Pattinson does his thing, right? Did his thing. A little more like gothic and like emo, but I enjoy that. So it was awesome. It's great. We're this is like year two of Batman. He's barely being known and things like that. The music was awesome. Having Nirvana, something's in the way. Damn, dude, that was fucking awesome, dude. That was an awesome. Love the music, love the soundtrack. Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman, awesome as well. Colin Farrell as the Penguin was cool. Although he didn't really show up as. I mean, he was. I guess he kept moving the plot forward. The Penguin. Apparently, he's having his own show on HBO, which I don't know if I'm gonna check out. Reminder: I want to talk about Moonlight. Excuse me. So yeah, I think a really big. I think someone I really liked in that show. Oh, sorry, the movie was Paul. What's his name? Paul Dano. Let me look at his note, and I know I'm butchering his name. Yeah, Paul Dano or Dano, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? As the Riddler, dude, he was awesome. I enjoyed the Riddler. Did it get a little too much towards the end when he finally got uncovered? Yes. Did I know what he was going for? Yes. And although he kind of played that character very good, he would definitely I could see that he brought his own, style and like um whatever riddles he was saying. But yeah, awesome movie. Great watch. I guess more into Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson did his thing, man. Did his thing. A slimmer Batman, a little more like edgy, and a little more like, oh my god, But it was awesome. One of my favorite scenes in that was when he's getting shot out and it's completely dark. When he goes into that penthouse at the top of the that place, it's one of my favorite scenes. I think like is it choreo. I can't even say that word. Whatever. When they're shooting and all that lighting effects and the guns are going everywhere, that was awesome. Pretty cool. I think the car chase was awesome. Not was not a big fan. Not really. I don't really give a shit about that. It was cool. Awesome. You know. I like more of the technical stuff that was going on. Um, when he first enters the club was cool. He's beating up all those bad guys. And yeah, man, he did a great job. I really enjoy Robert Pattinson's version of Batman. I can't wait to see. I think they're already um coming out. they already said that they're gonna be working on the second one, so that's cool. I'm glad they got renewed for that. Definitely gonna be waiting for that. I know that spoiler alert, the Joker got released on some, you know, footage that they didn't use or something like that. I'm not sure on HBO Max, so if you want to check that out, they have that. Cool, can't wait to see that. That's pretty much all I have on that because we talked about it last week, I think. So yeah, another great watch. A lot of good things. Um, want to talk about Moonlight. Moon Knight. Oscar Isaac playing Moon Knight. What's his name? Mark Spector and what's his other three personalities? Yes, playing Moonlight. I've never heard of this character before. Did some research on him. I guess he has like a multi-personality disorder. Has three different personalities within him. Let's check out names. So bear with me as I look it up. I think it's Mark Spector. Yeah, Mark Spector. And let's see what other names he has. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to find. I think it's Steven Grant, Mark Spector. That's right. And there's one more. There's definitely one more there. Uh, I forgot the other guy's name, but he hasn't came out yet in the show. I know he's in the comics, so spoiler alert. Whatever, man. If you're not reading the I haven't read the comments. I don't whatever, man. He has three personalities. It's coming out later. Sorry, not season 6. Episode 6 is coming out next week or this week. It already came out. I'm not sure. I will say something about this show. I had a hard time watching it. I had a hard time watching it. I felt like it's it's kind of boring. Yeah, the fighting's cool and stuff like that, but like uh the costume is awesome. You know, the whole thing. The costume designs are awesome. Oscar Isaac is awesome, but the story is kind of like boring. You know, or at least the pacing of the show is something's wrong with something's going on with the show that's making me bored of it. Like I've like on I thought it was episode 4 where they're in the tomb or something like that. I fell asleep like 3 times. And every single time I had to rewatch it, and I don't know, I was just really bored. Last episode was a little more better. The first episode was good. Yeah, there's something going on with the show. I don't know. I think it's the pacing of the show, maybe the unfamiliarity with these characters, but I don't know. I find sometimes it gets kind of like boring and very like slow in itself. You know, like I said, it's the costume designs are awesome. Maybe the bad guy, you know, the main bad guy by who plays him again? Is it Stephen Hawke or whatever his name is? Yeah, Stephen Hawke. Whatever, dude. Let's look this up. Stephen Hawking. Not Stephen Hawking. Ethan Hawke. Did I fuck that up? Yeah. Yeah, Ethan Hawke, not Stephen Hawke. Not the fucking what is his name? The theoretical physicist or what is I don't even know, dude. Yeah, Ethan Hawke. His character is all right. As it's I don't feel like he has much depth, you know, in him. Um Maybe that's why I find him kind of boring, or at least his motives kind of boring because I don't fully, believe some of this stuff being kind of yeah, it looks beautiful and stuff, but dude, if I'm falling asleep like 3 times on like one episode, I'm kind of just trying to push through. So Moon Knight, sorry, not kind of feeling it. Would I recommend? Nah, not really. If it's something you want to watch, go watch it. I mean, yeah, I tried learning about it, trying to get, I tried different things and I just didn't like it. Or I'm not enjoying it, rather. Am I going to finish it? Probably. I'm going to need one more episode. So what's the point? Just do it. Might as well finish it and I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee here. Kind of boring, man. So yeah, dude. A lot of shows I've been catching up on. I think another show I've been watching, which has been awesome, and I'm glad that I'm finally watching it because season 4 is coming out, I think, and this is called Stranger Things. That's right, Netflix Stranger Things. It's one of these shows. It's one of these shows, man. One of these shows. I see why people love it. I'm loving the show, dude. I'm loving the show. Can't get enough of it. It's like the book, man. I kind of want to watch every episode though. Every episode's an hour. Do I have an hour to spare? Did I play 100 hours of Elden Ring? Yes. Do am I really? Is it really fair for me to say that? Do I want to spend there and watch an hour of something? Uh, no, I guess not. So yeah, but it's been awesome. I want to watch it. It's something that's I got through season 1 pretty quickly. I think it's one of the fastest shows that I've watched so far. Awesome. Oh, I'm gonna talk about something right after I talk about this. We have a lot to catch up on. Sorry, so it's gonna be a lengthy one, but we're gonna get through it. Um, yeah, Stranger Things, awesome. Season 1 was great. I got to meet each of the characters. What's his name? Dustin, Lucas, Will, Max, 11, Hopper, um, the mother, and yeah, that's about it, right? Oh, Will's brother, Jonathan, that's his name. Nancy, right? Nancy's the kind of the whatever. I don't want to spoil it. If you haven't watched it, which I'm pretty sure you've watched it, I mean, it's a humongous show. I mean, I didn't watch it, so finally getting into it. Enjoying it a lot, man. I don't know why I waited so long. I don't know why I waited so long. I said, "Fuck it, dude. I'm just gonna try it out. Let's do this." Um, and yeah, man, really liked it. In season 2 right now. I kind of took a break because I kind of went through season 1 pretty fast, so I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a buffer there, and then we're gonna go through season 2, season 3, and then I think season 4 is coming out if I'm not mistaken, coming out pretty soon. So I kind of want to catch up before that happens. And yeah, man, the story is huge. A lot to be done here. Season 2, season 1, was definitely one of those that was like that was a strong that was a strong first season there. That was really strong, got you hooked really quickly. The story was interesting. The characters were it took a little time to build, but they got there. 11 11's such a cool character to have there. I think it brings in this like supernatural thing, to this kind of alien sci-fi, thing. So yeah, 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 for sure. It's cool. I'm can't wait to get more in depth into how 11 got there and kind of the, you know, kind of what's going on with that, a little bit of more backstory into that. Hopefully we get more backstory into what experiments they were doing. They're kind of telling us bits and pieces, but I kind of want to know a little more what's going on. Hopefully they get into that the later seasons. Mind you, I'm season 2, couple episodes in, so yeah, maybe they have already done that. I find 11 to be another interesting character. Hopper, man, the cop. Seeing him in the Scar. What's her name? Sorry, the Black Widow. I saw him as the Black Widow as that the father, right? If I'm not mistaken, or that guy. He was awesome there. He's really good in this show. Really good in this show. Good acting. Always always excited to see him on whenever his scene comes up. He's really good. He does what he does, and yeah, I thought he was gonna be an asshole cop, but he turns out to have a lot more. This is one of those characters that have more into them than you first see. So, that's why you gotta keep in mind that, they take time to, gotta water the plant, gotta take time. Not everything comes so fast. Water that plant, water that seed, water that seed, water the plants, it's gonna grow from there and it's gonna be something beautiful. and that is that character, and that is what character development definitely is. A lot of, not just him, mind you, um, a lot of these characters had character development, and yeah, they're just developing the season. But like I said, this season wasn't just to develop these characters. Season as far as season one wasn't just developing; it was getting that story out there, building the world. You know, problem A, problem B, problem C, whatever. Get these characters through all of them. You know, tell a great story, which they are, and continue on to the story. Season two, I understand they're filling a little bit of the holes in. Um, so yeah, they're adding a little more context into these characters, a little more depth, which is awesome. It's great to see the shows doing that. Season one was a banger, and I can see why this is a great fucking show that people are enjoying, because it is a fucking great show. Um, yeah. So check out Stranger Things season four coming out soon. Definitely gonna try to catch up before then, but if I don't, whatever, we'll get there. Yeah. What's another show that I've been watching? I know that we're talking a little bit of lengthy about shows, but it's been a while, and I miss you guys, and I want to get all this shit out there. Tokyo Vice, HBO, HBO Max's new series, Tokyo Vice. We follow this guy, this journalist who goes into Japan, gets mixed up with the Yakuza. This is early 90s shit, like 99. His name is uh Aldestein, and this is based on a true story, I think. I forgot his name. Oh, Jake Aldestein. Jake, yes, we follow Jake Aldestein. If you've seen the Baby Driver, and I want to use his real name, something about what's his name? Who's playing him right now? Tokyo Vice. Sorry, bear with me here. We'll figure it out right now. What's his name? Because I really want to give him his props. Ansel Elgort. Yes, from Baby Driver, if you've seen that movie, which is also fantastic. Playing this journalist, Jake Alderstein, kind of in the 90s, based upon a book, based upon his kind of life. I don't understand. I don't know if it's like fully true or whatever. I know a lot of it was like true events. You know, he's this journalist in Japan from Missouri. Came over there, kind of just left his family, started wanting to start a career. He knows Japanese. If you know, you're gonna have to read some subtitles if you want to enjoy this show, but it's well worth it. A lot of characters are in here. You know, you kind of see the other side of the Yakuza. You see him, you know, going into this world, kind of trying to learn more information about it. He gets kind of jumped. He kind of gets what do you call it? Kind of gets sucked into that world. Unfortunately, because he works for the news station, some of the new, I guess back then, or I don't know, currently, I don't know Japan's, you know, whole history and stuff like that. But it's interesting to watch how everything works over there. The Yakuza kind of is everywhere and is in everything. They are definitely coming into these clubs and, you know, asking for money. Where's my money, man? Real gangster shit. Real gangster shit. Where's our money, man? You gotta some mafia shit, man. That's happening in this fucking show, and it's awesome. It's just concluded. Its season finale, 8 episodes. I think this last week. Awesome show. It's I would say it's a drama. It's kind of a detective story. You know, he gets involved with the cops. There's things going on. There's things going on, man. There's a lot of story being told here. Things going on. You get to see. There's a character. Not sure his name right now, so forgive me. There's a character who's in the Yakuza. You get to see his POV, kind of things he's dealing with. Obviously, Jake Aldestein's POV, which is kind of based or fully kind of around him. You get to see a lot of what's going on. He knows full. I don't know if the guy actually learned Japanese for this stuff. I didn't watch an interview or anything like that, so I don't know too much on that. But it's full Japanese going on. You're gonna have to read some subtitles. The the dialogue is great. All the characters are great. You get to meet him, a detective, some shady ass people, and it's all being based around this like news place. You know, this He's a journalist. So there you go, man. It's a great show. Awesome. Still need to watch the season finale. Haven't done that, and I can't wait. I hope it. Hopefully, HBO picks it up for season two. Um. So yeah, I hope they pick it up for season two. I really hope so. Hopefully there's a lot of eyes on it. I know it's not being kind of like thrown out there a lot, but I definitely saw it. I gave it a chance and I enjoyed it. Especially since I'm a very like big Japanese. Like I really like the environment and the aesthetics and the whole Japanese culture is awesome to me. So having a story based on that has been really good. Yeah. So HBO and what else are we gonna talk about here? Yeah. I think we're getting to the end of it. I'm about to hit an hour talking. It's been a minute. I hope I've been recording. It looks like I have been recording. Hopefully, nothing happens with the recording. We're going to edit this and we're going to put it out there. Yeah, I mean, is there anything else that I would like to talk about? Fuck. There's a lot. We talked about the shows. We talked about what's been going on. We talked about streaming. I guess I could go a little more into that. What do I want to do? Dude, I'm just gonna do it, man. Just fuck it, man. Do it. Take a break. Don't take a break. Like content is gonna get out there. And I know that in myself, I am able to create content. I'm able to do it. I'm able to enjoy doing it. Something I'm passionate about. Something that like I can walk away from and say that I'm gonna come back to this. And that's not something that I'm like one of these hobbies that I'm picking out. I know it's something that I really love doing. I love doing all this shit. I love being invested into all this crap. Um, yeah, it's something I'll be back, and I know I'm gonna be successful with everybody's help, and also you guys watching. And if you're not watching, whatever. Hopefully, one day somebody's gonna be coming back to these podcasts and looking at what I've been saying, all that shit, which is great. I hope you guys do that. And yeah, I mean, what do I see in the next couple months? I don't know what I see in the next couple months. Hopefully, success, money. Of course, money is always good. Happiness, yeah, happiness is good. Um, yeah, that's what I see. I'm gonna keep trying things. I'm gonna keep chucking along. Gonna keep watching these great shows. Hopefully, I was able to give y'all guys some insight if for those who care about what's been going on with my life, and and able to recommend you guys some shows. And yeah, it's been pretty awesome. I hope everyone has a good one. If I missed something, I know I didn't talk about the Amber Heard case. I think I might make that its own solo content piece, just to be as very, no pun intended, in depth as I can be. I know that sounded horrible. Am I cheesy? Yes. Did I just do that? Yes. Is this becoming a Crystalia podcast? Yes. Do I give a fuck? No. You know what I'm saying? Because this is my podcast. This is the Prolific Podcast. And with that being said, I am Lex. And I'm going to be signing off and see you guys on the next one. Bye.